It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From FedEx Forum, just off Beale Street in downtown Memphis. Tonight, it's the Memphis Grizzlies playing host to the LA Clippers. The Grizzlies secure the opening tip, and we're underway on Beale Street in Memphis. Conley to right. Here comes the screen. Conley to right. Trying to cash in. No good.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Conley. Here comes the screen. To right. Conley. Can't go down. Smothering defense. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Hey, look. Sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Memphis with the run. Conley. Here comes the screen. Conley. Has a look. Conley shot off the mark. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
To Conley. And the Clippers able to clear the board. Shot from the lane won't go. Bruno Caboclo swats it. Knocked loose.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Just remember an old saying here, you're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in, so it's time to get going.
To Gilgeous-Alexander. Knocks it down off the step back.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Memphis, they've got it. The pass taken away by the Clippers. And a chance coming up at the line.
Everybody in the building understands he's been a known target. Looks like they're hacking early in this one.
Knocks down the first.
Good shot. Good shot, man.
No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. That ends the first quarter. The Clippers are out in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Gilgeous Alexander. With a drop step. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Grizzlies at the controls right now. Conley. Probing the defense. Here comes the screen. Conley. And throws it down. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Remaining in the second quarter.
Knocked loose, and that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Grizzlies. It'll stay Clipper basketball. LA with 4 to shoot. Beyond the arc for 3. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to get a chance at 3 here. Hasn't missed yet. First one, count it.
It's like practice.
Knocks down the second free throw. Three for 3. Nice. Across the timeline, it's Conley, trailing by 10. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. 5 on the shot clock for Memphis. Gets a look, can't hit.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
To Conley. Jumper's good.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Sizing up the defense. It goes down.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Conley into the front court. Down a dozen. To right. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Short jumper off the mark. For 3, it's good. Defense has to pick things up.
Good shot. Good money.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Clippers absolutely dominated the competition in the first half. And they've been showing off some excellent shooting. And it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Grizzlies may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Game track. Field goals.
The Memphis Grizzlies weren't efficient with their shooting, and therefore they weren't effective with their offense. Their field goal percentage is lacking, and it's probably the biggest reason for their first half deficit. The shooting was certainly worst in the opening quarter.
Player of the half. Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Clippers have the basketball. Gilgeous Alexander. Here comes the screen.
Screen coming. Watch out.
Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. 4-3. And he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
To Conley. Here comes the screen. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Conley with a shot, comes up empty. Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
And count the basket inside.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Gilgeous Alexander. Here comes the screen. Gilgeous Alexander. Going to launch beyond the arc. And made his first couple, but he misses there.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Here comes the screen. To Wright. 5 seconds to shoot. Wright. Fires the 3. And the rebound cleared by Gallinari.
Watch that cut.
To Gilgeous Alexander. Here comes the screen. Gilgeous Alexander. Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal. Over to the right side. Conley. To Wright. Can't connect from inside.
Defense, let's go.
To Gilgeous Alexander. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Has a chance. The screen sets him up for 2.
Number 17, Garrett Temple.
From 18 feet at the buzzer. And it's Gallinari there for the rebound. That ends the third quarter. And a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. Grizzlies get the first crack at it as we begin the fourth quarter. And not a whole lot you could do in this situation other than give it your best shot.
And players don't like to hear this, Ed, but the reality of the matter is this is a character-building opportunity. Yes, you may lose this game, but that does not mean that you do not fight each and every possession.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Here comes the screen. Fires the 3. He was all over him. To Conley. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
DeLon Wright trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throw up and good, and the lead's back down to 13. Knocks it down from mid-range.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just the shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, nice find for the basket.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
To Wright. Here comes the screen. Almost, but no good. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Trying to cash in. Shot by Zubats, off the mark. Conley into the front court. His guys down big. And 2 points to the board.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Here comes the screen. Down to 5 on the 24. Has a look. Off the mark. Well contested.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
To Conley. Has a chance. The shot by Conley, no good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers were merciless in this game. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Grizzlies are no longer suffering through what was a big-time blowout. Losses like this become main discussion topics in the media. So hopefully this team is ready to answer the tough questions. It's not going to be fun. Check out the leading scores for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Game track. Field goals.
The Memphis Grizzlies made it pretty easy for us to determine why they lost, and it was clearly their poor shooting. Even if we hadn't watched this game, all it would take is one look at their field goal percentage to make an educated guess.
Player of the game.
Danilo Gallinari put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped, and when he realized he was in a zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in this game. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.